Are investigating the death of a well-known gang leader. Jessica Gertler has the details.
Police swarmed a white Cadillac that plowed through a fence near the airport Thursday afternoon. Sitting inside, officers say they found a woman, Candid Sanders, and a man, Ronald Terry, both shot to death.
There's a homicide investigation still pending with regard to his death, so I can't, comment on that.
Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman knew Terry. He was one of the prosecutors when Terry, or who many knew as Big Pookie, went to trial in 2006 for trying to kill a fellow gang member he thought betrayed him.
During the trial, there was testimony that he was a leader of the Vice Lords here in Memphis, that he had come from Memphis, from Chicago, and from Illinois to help organize and lead the Vice Lords here in Memphis.
Other witnesses confirmed Terry's high-ranking role.
He had about a 17-year sentence. He probably served about 11 years of that sentence until he was released fairly recently.
Police are now trying to figure out what led to his murder. What's clear, hours after, the Tennessee Department of Corrections locked down every prison in the state due to information received from external law enforcement.
The murder of a high-ranking gang leader has law enforcement across the area on high alert this morning. For the past week, there have been rumblings about prisons on lockdown and obscure warnings coming from the TBI.
Local 24 News reporter Janae Francine is working this story for us in East Memphis. Janae, you're learning more about the details that are emerging regarding what's really going on here.
John, a major gang leader was among two people killed in a double homicide last week. Take a look. Ronald Terry and Candid Sanders were killed inside a car on Dwight Road near Airways, just blocks from the Memphis airport. The day after the murder, the Tennessee Department of Corrections locked down every prison in the state. Now, we're told there was concern fights could break out in Tennessee prisons due to Terry's murder. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued a vague warning for law enforcement to be vigilant after word spread that a hit may have been put out on law enforcement.
In 2006, Ronald Terry, an alleged Memphis gang leader, faced serious charges for the attempted murder of another vice lord. During his trial, Terry surprised everyone when he changed his plea midway through closing arguments, accepting a 15-year prison sentence. But before that dramatic twist, he took the stand and offered an inside look at the vice lord inner workings. Terry, known as Big Pokey or Porky, recounted the day he was blessed in to the Vice Lords back on August 10, 1998. He described how he quickly rose through the ranks to become a 5-star universal elite, overseeing South Memphis as his territory. According to Terry, the Vice Lords operate like a structured government, complete with officers and committees. He explained that the gang's leadership is not centralized under one person, but rather formed by a committee representing each branch, creating what they call the nation. Terry specifically identified with the UVL, or Unknown Vice Lords, one of the many branches within this complex organization. Terry revealed that much of the Vice Lord's symbolism is drawn from the back of a dollar bill. The 21 bricks of the pyramid, he said, represent the 21 branches of the organization. While the eye is seen as the eye of Allah watching over his people, the Vice Lords, according to Terry, have strong ties to Islamic faith, with members even memorizing verses from the Quran as part of their initiation. He also spoke about the gang's strict bylaws, its literature, and the principles members are expected to follow, with meetings held every Friday. Terry claimed that he left gang life behind in 2004, acknowledging that exposing these secrets put his life and his family's lives at risk. However, during the trial, a Memphis police officer testified that the gangs in Memphis weren't as organized as Terry had portrayed. Fast forward to 2019. Ronald Terry, now 49, was found shot to death alongside a woman named Candid Sanders in a parked car in southeast Memphis. The news of his death sent shockwaves through the city, leading the Tennessee Department of Corrections to lock down every prison in the state. The murder of a man once seen as the leader of the Memphis Vice Lords raised fears of a potential retaliation and further violence in both the streets and the penitentiaries.